Have you ever wondered, what if our home was no longer habitable? Picture it, a world where the air is too thick to breathe, the water's too acidic to sustain life, and the land barren from relentless heat. This is not a dystopian novel, this is the potential reality of climate change. Climate change, a term that has become part of our everyday vocabulary, but do we truly understand the weight it carries? It's the gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, primarily due to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide and other pollutants. But why should we be concerned? Well, climate change threatens to disrupt our ecosystems, our economies, and our very way of life. It's a global problem with consequences that reach every corner of our planet. And the most pressing part? It's not a far-off possibility. It's happening here and now. Climate change is real, and it's happening right now. The Earth is getting warmer, but do you know why? Well, let's unravel this mystery together, shall we? At the heart of the issue is something called the greenhouse effect, a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. When the sun's energy reaches the Earth's atmosphere, some of it is reflected back to space and the rest is absorbed and re-radiated by greenhouse gases. Now, the greenhouse effect isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's necessary for life as we know it. Without it, our planet would be a frosty -18 degrees Celsius, instead of the relatively balmy 15 degrees Celsius average we enjoy today. However, the problem arises when the balance of these greenhouse gases gets tipped. And that's where we humans come in. Through our activities, particularly deforestation and the burning of fossil fuels, we've been increasing the levels of these gases, especially carbon dioxide, in the atmosphere. Think of it this way. Trees are like the Earth's lungs, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When we cut down forests, we're essentially removing the Earth's ability to breathe and regulate its carbon dioxide levels. On the other hand, burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for energy and transportation releases large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This is akin to smoking a pack of cigarettes and blowing the smoke directly into the Earth's face. These human activities have significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, enhancing the greenhouse effect and causing the Earth's average temperature to rise. This process is what we commonly refer to as global warming. What we're witnessing isn't a slow natural change, it's a rapid, human-induced shift, a dramatic spike in temperature that the Earth hasn't experienced in hundreds of thousands of years. And it's happening right now in our lifetimes. So when we talk about the Earth getting warmer, it's not just about a couple of degrees. It's about a fundamental shift in the Earth's climate system, and it's largely our doing. Our actions have triggered an unnatural surge in Earth's temperature. When the heat rises, so does the sea. This, my friends, isn't a line from a sci-fi flick, but a reality we're living today. It's like a pot of water on a stove. Turn up the heat and it starts to bubble and rise. That's precisely what's happening with our oceans. As global temperatures increase, so do sea levels, and the repercussions are far from trivial. Coastal regions, home to nearly half of the world's population, are especially vulnerable. Imagine your favorite beachfront property, the one with the stunning sunset views, slowly being swallowed up by the ocean. But it's not just our beloved seafronts at stake. The polar regions, the icy guardians of our planet, are also feeling the heat. The loss of ice in these regions, especially in Greenland and Antarctica, is accelerating sea level rise. It's like watching a colossal ice cube melt in a glass of water, except this glass is our planet. Our coastlines are disappearing and the ice caps are melting. What does a future with unchecked climate change look like? It's a question that haunts scientists and environmentalists alike. Without decisive action, our world could become unrecognizable. Imagine, if you will, a world where extreme weather events are not just occasional headlines, but daily realities. Torrential rains, blistering heat waves, and bone-chilling cold snaps could become the norm. These aren't just inconveniences, they're genuine threats to our safety and survival. Consider, too, the potential for food and water scarcity. As temperatures rise, our agricultural systems could falter, leaving us with dwindling food supplies. Freshwater sources could also suffer, as changing rain patterns and melting glaciers disrupt water cycles. The biodiversity we take for granted could also be at risk. Species around the globe are already struggling to adapt to our rapidly changing climate. Many could face extinction if trends continue, leading to a less diverse and resilient planet. Our future hangs in the balance. We must act now to prevent these grim predictions from becoming our reality. But all is not lost. We can still make a difference. While the spectre of climate change looms large, we're not powerless. Indeed, we have the capacity to take action, to turn the tide, and to shape a more sustainable future. One of the most powerful tools at our disposal is renewable energy. By harnessing the power of the sun, the wind, the tides, and even the heat from deep within the earth, we can drastically reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. These sources of energy are not only abundant and renewable, but they also emit significantly less greenhouse gases compared to traditional energy sources. Another avenue of change lies in the realm of reforestation. Trees are nature's own carbon capture technology, drawing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their trunks, leaves, and roots. By planting more trees and protecting our existing forests, we can help to balance the carbon equation. But perhaps the most profound change we can make is within our own lifestyles. From the food we eat to the way we travel, our daily choices have a direct impact on the planet. By choosing plant-based meals more often, reducing our consumption, reusing what we can, and recycling the rest, we can significantly lower our individual carbon footprints. But remember, this is a collective effort. It's not just about what one person can do, but what we can achieve together as a global community. By supporting policies that promote sustainability, by educating ourselves and others about the realities of climate change, and by standing up for our home, we can make a difference. Every action, no matter how small, counts. Every tree planted, every solar panel installed, every meatless meal, every bike ride instead of a car trip, it all adds up, and together, these actions can have a huge impact. The power to change the future is in our hands. We have the tools, we have the knowledge, and we have the determination. Now all we need is to take action. Let's stand together for our planet, for our future.